Hi, and welcome back to One's Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we're reading for you about seduction. We have Inanna. I hope I'm saying that name right. And as you probably noticed, the word seduction at the bottom, very sultry card as well. This is the Dark Goddess Oracle. So some of you may know I like to read from the book for this one because the advice is generally pretty incredible. All right, so Inanna is the archetypal seducer of Sumerian origin, and she was the goddess of sex, war, political power, and was the original version of the goddess Ishtar. Her powers of seduction knows no bounds, enabling her to win over hearts, minds, and entire realms. So I want to make sure to make clear this seducer, whoever I'm reading for, does not have a specific gender. In other words, this is a general reading. It's going to apply to different types of people, right? So you'll have to place that energy the way that it makes sense for your story. But we have somebody here that is looking to seduce. But the advice is careful, for you are about to be swept away. An offer seems too good to be true. Remember that everybody has free will. Don't be coerced into anything. Be strong and stand your ground. Be truthful, integral, consistent, and assertive. Use your captivating ways for the highest good. So you can see it could potentially go either way. You might be the person that has the power to seduce, and somebody feels like that's a little bit dangerous right now. Or you could be somebody's target, right? They may be looking at you like a tasty snack and they feel like they should be able to win you over, right? Hi there, Peggy. How are you doing? Hello, Ben. Welcome in, Lacey. How we doing? So the other thing I would mention is on the shadow side, Inanna equally invites war and warns that your alluring efforts could come at a price. For misuse of your beguilement could lead to a tarnished reputation and isolation. So let's see what else we get after we call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time, shall we? Just a little. So moving in silence might be something that's important here with how those wind chimes went off. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Happy weekend if you're watching it the day that I post this. Hi there, Drew. How are you doing? Yeah, I've definitely said that line before. I don't think I'll repeat it, but good morning. Oh, well, that's totally different. Yeah, I would say that's not about seduction then. All right, this is the signs of the times. Let's see what else we have for you all. This just came out yesterday. Clouds. Distractions. I mean, it makes sense, right? There's somebody that is hoping to distract themselves or have a moment of distraction and some naked time. And then we have 30, smiley face, and joy. So this whole like holding on to the cuff part makes me feel like somebody's nervous, makes me feel like somebody knows that there is a little bit of a dangerous element here to a flirtation. And that with the clouds here, if it's a distraction, it's not a long term. If you know something isn't long term, then why get caught up in it? I mean, sometimes you just want something for right now, and that's fine. You can do what you want. But at a certain point, it becomes more enticing, I think, to be intentional with your dating. And so I think this message is going to be about rejecting things that are not right for you. Four of Cups is about rejection, right? So if, let's just say, I'm going to use a really dumb example just because I'm that person. Let's just say you have a love of Dr. Pepper and you decide that you have a major crush on somebody who hates all brown soda. They don't drink Coke, Diet Coke, Dr. Pepper, none of it. They just hate it. In fact, they tell everybody how bad it is for your teeth. You guys see how silly this example is, right? If there's something that is clearly like a deal breaker, then don't pursue it. Don't give it air. Don't give it the time of day. A more realistic example would be, you want kids and they don't want kids, something along those lines. If it's a big deal and you don't think that you can change how you feel on it, don't expect that other person to change. Don't expect somebody to say all of a sudden they're looking for a relationship when they told you they weren't. We got to listen to people when they talk about what they're looking for. And if you don't fit it, don't try to like squeeze into that dress. It ain't you. And there's something else better out there for you. I feel like this is about rejecting things that aren't quite right. I used to shop for clothing all the time, you guys. It was like where I got my happiness. Okay. I do not do that anymore. In fact, I'm like, I don't really buy a lot of clothes. But yeah, I used to. And it would be like, oh, I don't know if I really it's cute enough. And I'd get it. Now my like selection process is totally different. Like if you are not perfect, if I am not like over the moon obsessed with this shirt or these pants or boots or whatever it is, then I don't need them. Right? Same as a person. If the fit is not 100%, then I keep walking. Price, Prince of Wands. I wonder why I said price. That might be important to you in some regard. Maybe it's like the last name, or maybe we're dealing with an accountant. But we have a lot of fire energy here. Prince of Wands, Five of Wands. There is a little bit of a battle. I feel like there's two people vying for the attention of one, and that one might be a little bit more of a sexual connection and one might be more of a like emotional or spiritual connection. But do you know both of them? That is the question. Maybe this is a new person. We have the Three of Cups, Devil in the reverse. I think so far what we have here is don't get too caught up in some sort of sexual pursuit or connection, because it may result in you losing out on a reunion or a first time meeting somebody that has their shit together. Is that Devil in the reverse? This is somebody who has let go of things that held them back, a burden, codependency, relationship. Hi there, Miss Joanna. How are you? Hello, Z. I know what you mean, Drew. I really do. I do my best to not swear all the time. Yeah, no, there's more than one person interested here. And then we have the King of Wands. I feel like I needed one more. Okay, so I feel like we have one person who is kind of sexually charged, really attractive to you, and possibly, like a little bit dreamy, maybe a little bit more excitement and less like this feels like a real thing. And then there's this King of Wands who is leaving something behind. So this could be somebody that you wanted to be together with while one or both of you were in a relationship with somebody else. This person may be ending or may have just ended a relationship or decided that they are ready to leave where they live, which could be at a distance to you. One of those two. The Ten of Cups in the reverse is coming through to me as more of a like, I'm single and I've left a living situation with somebody. So this is the only card in the deck that this Metamuse deck advises can't be read in the reverse. We have the Tree of Life. And this is indicating to me that whoever I'm reading for, you have felt a shift in your energy that pushes you to be more selective, like I was talking about, to push you to not let people into your energy or impact your life that you know have bad intentions or, you know, it's fleeting, right? Ace of Cups in the reverse. This is basically saying you have been getting messages that tell you to reject meaningless sex and only pursue something if there are actually feelings there, right? Actually, some sort of future there. Wow. So, Tree of Life, which indicates some sort of ascension, wisdom, Ace of Cups in the reverse, now Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. You've learned through loss. So I feel like this sexual escapade here is kind of like a balm to a difficult era in your life where you were just kind of like, I don't know, I just deserve something nice. It's like when you're on a diet and somebody says, I made your favorite pie. We're going to use my example, strawberry rhubarb. Would you like some? And then Carmen, being on a diet, says, yes, I will take half of the pie. You know what I'm saying, though, right? Like somebody here has gone through the ringer in terms of dealing with people. And then you encounter somebody that has like a spark, right? There's some sort of instantaneous attraction here and desire, but it's like getting drunk, okay? It's not going to last. It's fun. You might have some stories to tell your friends, maybe even some crazy pictures, but it isn't something that's defensible. It isn't something that you should count on. Because there's another choice, Two of Wands. Ooh, Four of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, see, some of you don't realize that this King of Wands is an option because you may still believe this person is in a relationship. Four of Wands in the reverse. There has been instability in the life of this King of Wands. Again, don't get too caught up on the gender. That King of Wands could be anybody. But this person who's been in a relationship has had to like deconstruct their life and start to rebuild it. So they have had a significant change here that has some sort of significance for you, some sort of opening or opportunity. Eight of Pentacles. If you haven't heard from this person, it's because they're doing a lot of stuff. They have been probably working off of a to-do list in terms of being able to move or start over, find a new place, you know, that kind of thing. We're going to use the Morgan Greer. What else do we have? 10 of Wands. So there's a lesson that's almost over here. I feel like this is a lesson about how to respect yourself and others in the context of a relationship. So once you get through this rejection and choose something more meaningful, then I'm sorry for being so cheesy, but the way it comes through is choosing something over pleasures of the flesh, right? Like that's not the best thing you have to offer this world. Look, you might be great, okay? But like, you know, you got other stuff going on. Hi there, Nancy. How are you doing? Hello, Redbeard. Welcome. So we have the Star and the Reverse and the Two of Wands again. Two of Wands is over here. You got to make the right choice. You got to choose the right path. It's like the universe has, like, what is it called? Like a movie premiere, but it's your life. Okay, so there's like people bringing popcorn and Dr. Pepper and sitting. Okay, I'm ready to see if Joanna makes the right decision. If Redbeard makes the right decision, what do you think is going to happen? You want to make a bet? What do you think? Yeah. Like, this is a test. Yeah, this is a test. Knight of Cups and the Magician. You have to be the magician where it concerns love offers or seduction. You have to be able to, it's like you're a barcode scanner. You scan a person and you're like, that's a sex only situation right there. Oh yeah, that's a friendship. Cool. Oh, that's a potential relationship. Like I could fall in love with that person. Then you have to like reject the sex only one, right? You have to be capable, intuitive, like the advice was saying, right? Integral. You have to be consistent. It's like no time for fuck ups. Like, you know what you want to do and you know what you need to do, that kind of thing. Because there is somebody here that is coming back around that feels like they have an opportunity. This is like limitless or no regulation, no rules. Somebody here feels like they have the best opportunity to seduce you, the best opportunity to keep you kind of like hooked on them. And with the Queen of Wands in the reverse, this is absolutely about sex. Well, this is a fun one, you guys. I just want to say, like, I'm not here to judge people on their sex stuff. I'm just delivering a message. But, you know, this is the penis card, if anybody was unaware. The Ace of Wands, or rods in this case, is often associated with like creativity, a new beginning, but it's also a stick, people, okay? It's in the reverse. What do you think that means? I'll give you 3 seconds. Don't have sex. That's what it means. It means you're done messing around with these people that struggle with commitment. People that can't actually offer you, cannot offer you stability, patience, understanding, support, love, good jokes. Well, maybe they got that. They might have that. This is telling you that you need to focus and be intentional. You know, you got to look deeper than whether or not somebody has pretty eyes and nice hair, and we'll leave it there. Yeah. Exactly. Okay, now we have the 4 of Wands. So we had the 4 of Wands in the reverse right here. Now we have it in the upright. Somebody is looking for something more serious. But it's taken them a while. Sometimes good things take a little while, right? I could make craft mac and cheese and be quite content with my mac and cheese situation. Or I could take a little bit more time. I could be a little more patient, a little bit more discerning. I could make myself a mac and cheese from scratch with some Gruyere and white cheddar. And it would be banging, okay? Okay? This is saying, look, you could have the Kraft mac and cheese, but don't you want the like made from scratch mac and cheese? The shit you can reheat the next day and it's still good instead of rubbery? I hope you guys are loving my analogies today. I don't know. Three of Pentacles and Knight of Swords in the reverse. Somebody has been making plans and there's some group or like another friend or a family member, somebody else here knows that this person is trying to seduce you, that this person wants to keep you where they have you, wants what they want from you, right? There's something that you offer them. It could be more than sex. This could be like a clout chaser, right? Like somebody who likes to brag about their ability to have a connection with you, that kind of thing. All right. There was another deck that I wanted to use. What was it? We haven't had enough of the Nightmare Before Christmas deck. Some of you may not even know that I have it. I think I've only used it in 1 or 2 readings. But new this week, so let's whip it out. Yeah, I chose that on purpose. Hi there, Mike. How are you? The man. Yes, baked in the oven casserole, even better. 3 of Presents. That's what we just had, the 3 of Pentacles. So again, there are other people involved in this situation. And it makes it seem more to me like this person is bragging about what they could or what they have gotten from their connection with you. So in other words, let's pretend you're Brad Pitt. Hey, Brad, how you doing? Your hair looks great. And you're talking about your latest conquest. Is he single? I think he's single. And, you know, like George Clooney comes over and they're having like some, I don't know, John Daly's. Do you know what that is? It's like an Arnold Palmer, but like pouring some vodka. Chatting about things, what's going on. And Brad Pitt's like, yeah, I don't know, like, I ran into these people last night, ended up sleeping with one of them, but like I'm a little bit weirded out because the person like was a little bit too into it, like a little bit too like, and like told all their friends about it. There's something here about like talking about you and somebody kind of like bragging, either because you are in high pursuit or hot pursuit by other people. So it's kind of like a braggable thing to have like made out with you, for example. Or because there's some other element, right? Like, oh, well, I'm sleeping with them, so they'll probably help me with my career, or they'll probably like buy me some food. I don't know. Knight of Candles, Knight of Wands. This is the fuckboy energy, right? So this is somebody that also makes it difficult for you to maintain a balance. You might feel like things are easier because they might help you, I don't know, take out the trash, file your taxes, something, right? But at the end of the day, it's not a real, like, meaningful connection. You're not like sharing your souls with each other, right? You know what I was going to say, right? Hi there, Miss Christina. How are you doing? Give me some groceries. Yeah. Yeah, don't get me flowers on a date. Bring me some groceries. Definitely need some tortillas. All right, so now we have the 8 of Candles, which is the 8 of Wands, the 9 of Presents in the reverse, or 9 of Pentacles in the reverse, and the 8 of Needles, 8 of Swords in the reverse, just like this one. So, you know, it's interesting because we had 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords in a row here. And then here we have 2 8s as well. I feel like 8 was important in a reading maybe 2 days ago. So that could be another symbol here for you. But, oh, I forgot to turn off my notifications. Sorry, guys. We've got, I think, fast-moving energy that stems from somebody feeling like all of a sudden they can, like they have access to you. Maybe it was, I don't have a relationship anymore. Maybe it was, I finally had the money to come visit you. Maybe it was, I finally heard that you're single. There's something here about permissions or like access, like feeling, okay, now I finally have this opportunity, so I'm going to take this opportunity. But this person, you know that they can't really, they can't hack it by themselves. They're codependent. There's something like underdeveloped or unhealed. How do I say this? I've spoken to mothers that like to joke that they have 3 children, 4 if you count my husband, that kind of thing. This is like somebody who is an adult, but still has little things that they need other people to do because they are not adult enough to do them, like their taxes, or maybe they need to be reminded to like wash their bed sheets. Come on, people. We can't be like can't be leaving that for like a month. That's gross. That's gross. Or worse. I'm pretty sure there are people out there that leave them for like a quarter. Oh. Yeah. This is somebody who would need to be reminded to wash the bed sheets. This person is not fully matured, okay? And you are ahead of the game with this person. Maybe you like that they kind of look up to you. Maybe you like that you can help them. Maybe you just like how they do things. I'm trying to be like respectful on here, you guys, but this reading is making it interesting. All right, now we have the 7 of Needles in the reverse. This is the 7 of Swords in reverse. Somebody needs to be honest. And what do they need to be honest about? All right, so with the Chariot, with good old Sandy Claus there, we've got somebody that is, just kidding, that was totally fake Sandy. We've got like somebody that doesn't have the staying power, doesn't have the ability to like commit and like hang out for a couple of months. This to me is like flighty. Like I can't just stay in one place. Maybe they travel for work. This person is not reliable. There's something that feels like reckless about being with them, and that might be part of the allure. But with the Chariot, I also feel like there's some sense here that you already feel like the connection is like tapering down, or you can like see the end of it, right? Like you know it'll happen, that kind of thing. Whereas with this other person that might be headed your way, I feel like you question what kind of future you might have with this person. Like there's more serious connection there, right? Feelings. I don't even know what that's from. 9 of Wands or 9 of Candles in the reverse. And the Empress in the reverse. How do I explain this? Have you ever had a weird or awkward friendship? Maybe it's somebody that you work with and they're trying to be your friend. Maybe it's like person that you knew from high school who keeps talking to you even though high school was like 20 years ago. There's like I want to quote Pineapple Express when he's like, lingers. Gosh. I feel like this is the more sexual connection. There is an element of how can I make myself useful to this person so that they can't like let go of me as easily. For some of you, this is very sexual. Like I'll do what they won't do kind of thing. For others of you, this is like, what can I do around the house? What can I do for your career? What can I do to like introduce you to people that you want to meet? There's like, I want to like solidify my access to you. So I'm going to find another thing that would potentially benefit you and kind of get you feeling like you need that, right? For very few of you, but for some of you, this is a drug situation where they're like, I'll always have Coke. I'll always have weed. I'll always have liquor on me and share it, right? And somebody likes that. There's an element here of let's just like really lean into the, what's that word? Oh, it's going to drive me crazy. I think it starts with an H. Hedonism. That's what it is. Like, let's just lean into the hedonism, right? Like, do everything that we want that people tell us that we shouldn't do because we feel like doing it, you know? We have the King of Needles or King of Swords in the reverse. 10 of Potions. 10 of Potions is the 10 of Cups. So the 10 of Cups in this card, especially with like the fumes, it makes me feel like somebody is trying to make an offer or make a promise to be something more, but they do it when they're not sober. They do it when they're not being serious. It's like, you know, maybe someday we can move in together and we'll have a really cool backyard grill. Like fantasizing about things like that to try to make the other person feel like you want a future. But this King of Swords in the reverse or King of Needles in the reverse, this is somebody who is misleading or somebody that is knowingly misrepresenting what they want or what they are working toward. So like for some of you, this person is saying they want more or implying that they want more when really in their head, there's something about you that they're thinking, yeah, I just don't know if I could like end up with somebody that does CrossFit, wears Crocs. I'm just fucking with you guys. But you know what I mean? Like there's something here where they're like, like this is fun, but I don't think I could end up with you because of that, right? Oh, I hope so too. I'll be crossing my fingers for you, lady. Even though you said roll tide. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm an Iowa Hawkeyes fan. I probably always will be. I like college football a little bit better than professional, but I did buy a Tennessee Titans shirt. So there we go. Yes, exactly. Closing time. All right. So we have Temperance in the reverse. We had it in the upright over here. And the Queen of Potions in the reverse. The Queen of Cups in the reverse. Look at that card. And then Temperance. Yeah. It's just kind of hard for me to not see this as a party fuck buddy, because everything that's coming through is like kind of like resisting reality, escapism, looking to short-lived pleasures to balance out the fact that somebody is maybe lacking a little bit of direction or missing out on something that they really want. You know what I mean? Hi, welcome to my channel. I don't put a lot of like sugarcoating on my things. Hopefully you appreciate my style, but you know, I will admit it's not for everyone. I'm just going to tell you what I see. All right, we have the 9 of Potions in the reverse. This is somebody being greedy or selfish. Again, I feel like this is somebody who wants to put you as a trophy on their shelf of conquests. Maybe somebody's a chef. But it's like a superficial reason, right? It's like, well, because like my buddies wanted to bang you and I got to instead. Or, you know, I've been bragging to my friends because like, you know, you're hot and they thought so. So I wanted to say like, yeah, I hit that, you know. There's some ridiculous, like, I want to be able to brag about that kind of thing. I don't use these cards very often, but it's pretty appropriate because these are just a bunch of naked people in these cards. This is the sexual tarot. So we're going to see just a little glimpse here. Three of Cups in the reverse, Queen of Cups in the reverse. We just had the Queen of Cups in the reverse. So, and we did have the Three of Cups in the upright. I gotta be honest, for some of you, this person who is a sexual draw for you, or you really feel a sexual connection with this person, there is an element here of they're starting things with a new person before they really end things with somebody else. I feel like they're an overlapper. You may have known they were with somebody. They may have known that you were with somebody. I just feel like this person is a little bit too free, and that might start to be a problem for you because they might be like withdrawing when you're trying to get closer. I think they like that ability to get what they want and leave, or, you know, kind of have control over the situation. Exactly. Hi there, Sid. How are you doing? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. We have Queen of Pentacles. Oh my. Okay, okay. I like to see her in the upright. I feel like we had her in the reverse over here somewhere. We had the Empress in the reverse. That's what it was. So the Queen of Pentacles, just really enjoying herself. The Queen of Pentacles is about loyalty, reliability, being able to take care of someone. So I feel like these are the choices, right? We have the Three of Cups. This is like kind of indicative, right, that you have two choices. We have somebody here that is a little bit less than trustworthy, might be a little sneaky. And we have somebody who has a desire for something long-term with you, somebody who sees you as like wife or husband material. Wow. They see you as the Empress, regardless of your gender. This is indicative of them thinking that you have your shit together. Like you understand how the universe works. You can manifest things into your life. You may have Taurus in your chart, but more importantly, you have this kind of calm or like serenity about your energy that helps people deal with difficult situations. So you do have a little bit of like a moth to a flame kind of situation here. Those that are maybe dealing with a lot of inconsistency or instability in their lives, they're drawn to you because you are stable, right? You calm people when they're dealing with difficult things. If you're not a mother, you have a maternal vibe to you. You take care of people. We have the stars and the reverse. And I feel like this is saying if you don't pay attention to your intuition, you may be blinded by something kind of, it's like, let's say you're in Vegas, okay? Lots of like bright lights and big signs, right? You get pulled into a restaurant that has a big flashing, yellow neon sign. And because you're so focused on that sign, you completely miss that there was like a door to a really good, what, like 5-star Michelin? Is that a thing? I think it's 5-star restaurant that you walked right past. You missed out on the good thing because you got distracted by the shiny thing. You know what I'm saying? You've got to pay attention to your intuition. You're going to feel what's happening and you have to respond to it. Some of you have already cut this person off. Some of you have not engaged with this person, but you're thinking about it. There's an element of missing a good opportunity if you get hung up on this person that is more of like a shallow connection. So heads up on that. Let's get a few from the Zodiac fortune telling cards, and then we're going to call it a day because this is already like a 42-minute reading, you guys. Yes, I'm here for that. We have guard against losses in the future. So be careful with your money, especially if you're lending it. A short sorrow. So it might be a little bit hard for you to say goodbye to this person. You may have grown to kind of love them in your own way, but you also, I feel like, have an understanding that there's something more serious out there, or something a little bit more your pace out there. There's also a sense here that somebody is dishonest with you, probably this kind of sexual connection individual. Something serious will be told to you, which you must not believe. This, for many of you, is somebody exaggerating a difficult time that they're going through or full on creating one because they want you to stay close to them, because they want you to help them, because maybe they want money, maybe they want a shoulder to cry on, maybe they just want your pity, maybe they want to emotionally manipulate you into staying. But there is a lie here that somebody is using to control what you do. So use your intuition. You know better than to believe everything everyone says, right? All right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you, everyone, for the likes and the subscribes, and I will see you on the next reading.